Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the Truth Talk podcast. I'm back here with D.
Hi everybody, I hope you guys are having a great day.
In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the truth about the recent Las Vegas alien crash landing. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind you guys to subscribe to the second channel, Truth Network. We already started dropping exclusive content with a new video dropping very soon. So if you don't want to miss any of our content and want to further support the Truth movement, subscribe to the Truth Network now.
And make sure to follow me on my new channel at It's D's Corner.
You can find both channels tagged in the description of this video or on my main channel page. Now, let's get right into it. Last month in June, the world was shocked when a video of a Las Vegas family went viral. The story was of an incident that happened back in April that claimed to be a real alien crash landing happening in a family's backyard. The footage showed a family talking to the police, claiming to have heard a loud sound, and then claiming to have seen an 8 to 10 feet tall green creature in their backyard. The person on the call said whatever was in his backyard wasn't human. Alien sightings happen often, but a few things made this one stick out from the rest. For starters, a police officer near the location of the family was on duty, speaking to a person with his body cam recording, and was able to catch a green-looking object in the sky falling towards Earth. What further validated the officer's body cam were the neighbors in the area reporting seeing similar objects in the sky. There was also the neighbor's ring door camera footage where a loud boom was heard. This recording was reported to be from the same day of the incident. Even the police officer that responded to the call made by the family has stated he didn't believe this incident was a hoax and generally believed the family thought they saw aliens in their backyard.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like a long.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. See anything land in your backyard? Or
they see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big...
A couple days after the story broke the news, the boy who called the police went on YouTube and gave his account of what happened on that night, claiming he was outside working on a truck with his father when out of nowhere, he heard a big loud boom.
So this is what happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around, the only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky, and moments after I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall.
He then claims they went to check it out, only to see two 10-foot tall green creatures with glowing eyes in their backyard.
So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me. Maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8, 10 feet tall, very thin.
He claims he then called the police, which led to the footage of the police responding to the incident that went viral. In this video, the kid also claims that where the UFO crashed in his backyard left a circular marking on the ground.
So they went in the backyard and one of the officers pointed at the floor. And it was a perfect circle. Here's a photo of the circle.
The kid stated this as proof to what he claimed to have seen. The situation got even more attention when the family was reporting black trucks were circulating their home at all hours, and also the police has set up cameras for a few days to stake out the location just in case the aliens return. Many on the internet saw this as the definitive proof they were waiting for. In their eyes, aliens were real, and this family was just visited by them. So many people were infatuated with this story as they felt aliens were always real, and this finally showed they were among us. While everyone was talking about this and spreading the story online, not many people actually looked into it to see if there was any truth to it. Unlike most people, I wasn't so sure about this so-called alien sighting the world seems so obsessed about. At first, just like everybody else, I had plenty of questions, and I wondered, could this really have been true? Did this UFO really crash land in a family's backyard? And were the members of the family really able to spot these two 10-foot tall aliens? Well, if you look at all the evidence that was presented, it's hard to write it all off as just another hoax. But after taking some time to look into the situation, I believe this is exactly what this is, just another hoax, and I'm going to explain exactly why. First red flag was the location of the so-called sighting. This all happened in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is near Area 51, where many people claim to have seen aliens thousands of times, and each of those being unproven. It's just too stereotypical for an alien sighting to be in that area. Out of all the places in the world, why would it be seen in Las Vegas? The second red flag to me was the way the kid described the alien. Exactly like hundreds of films depict aliens. Tall creatures with green skin and glowing eyes. It just sounds like a generic alien depiction to me. The third red flag was the fact that we are in 2023 and just about everybody has a high-resolution camera in their pockets. How wasn't this family able to take any pictures or footage of the alien in their backyard? Nowadays, anything that happens is caught on video. It's just too hard to believe they couldn't get any footage of this sighting. The fourth red flag to me was the question, what happened to the UFO after it crashed? Did the UFO just disappear or did it vanish into thin air? Where are the rest of the parts of the UFO if it crash landed in the backyard? Did it explode? Were there pieces all over the ground? It just doesn't make any sense. The fifth red flag to me was the markings on the ground that the kid reported to have been left there after the crash. According to the kid, these markings left on the ground in his backyard appeared after the UFO crashed. The thing is, there's Google Map footage showing the backyard that clearly shows the circular markings that he claimed to have been from the UFO have been there for a long time, way before the crash even happened.
Angel, the main witness, suggested the circle might have been created when an unknown object landed in the yard. Social media sleuths have since pointed out that the circular image has been viewable via Google Earth for more than a year.
This directly proves either two things. One, the kid, for whatever reason, didn't know the markings were already there. Or two, he is straight up lying and used this to prove his lie. The sixth red flag was the so-called ring camera footage where the loud boom was heard. This again has been debunked, as the ring camera footage was from a couple weeks before and did not happen on the same day of the crash landing.
Angel intimated to us the video was recorded by one of his neighbors and the audio was from the April 30th UFO crash. It wasn't. The security camera video was recorded in mid-April, according to the man first posted the clip. He doesn't want a name used, but says the recording was from a fireball that passed over his home in the southwestern part of the valley 2 weeks prior to the alleged alien encounter.
This was yet another lie the kid told, as he claimed the ring camera footage was from the same exact day. The seventh red flag to me has to be the fact that it's really just a teenage kid who claims to have seen the alien. The news keeps reporting that it's the family that saw the alien, including the mother and father, which are the adults in the house. But this is not true. In the police footage, the officer asked both parents if they seen the aliens, with the dad saying no, stating that it was only his boys that seen it. And when the officer asked the mother, she also denied seeing it.
Did you see anything land in your backyard, or
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
did you see it? No?
You may be asking, but what about the police officer body cam footage showing the UFO-looking object falling out of the sky? Well, that was actually a magnesium meteor. According to the American Meteor Society, around the same time the UFO was spotted in Las Vegas, there was a meteorite spotted in the area by many different people. This sighting was around 40 minutes before the kid made that 911 call, claiming that there was aliens in his backyard. If you were to ask me what I believe happened that night, it's simple. I think the kid was outside with his brother when he saw the meteorite in the sky. He probably thought it would be the perfect opportunity to claim to see aliens for clout, or just because he's a kid. He could have possibly freaked out his parents, claiming to have seen an alien in the backyard. The parents, scared, probably forced him to call 911, which led to the officers arriving at the house. The fact that an officer saw the object in the sky gave the story some validation and a reason to go viral. I don't think the kid saw any alien in his backyard, as it's easy to see he was lying about the whole thing.
This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family.
The family has been private ever since it went viral, and I believe this is to avoid embarrassment. It's obvious the kid made up a story, and the family, for whatever reason, went along with it. Now, I would say at first, I thought it could possibly have been staged by the government, possibly being a Project Bluebeam operation. Project Bluebeam, for those who don't know, is an alleged secret operation that's being done by the government elite. The purpose of Project Bluebeam is to use hologram technology to stage either an alien invasion or the return of Christ. There's a lot behind this theory that I can't break all down in this video, but if you guys want to see a full video breakdown on Project Bluebeam, comment Project Bluebeam below. But like I was saying, at first, it sounded like it could have been Project Bluebeam. The fact that it happened so close to Area 51, where the government is known to test unknown technology, caught my attention. Also, the fact that many people saw something in the sky, which is exactly what Project Bluebeam is going to be used for. To top it all off, the fact the police were so convinced with very little information all seemed like a coordinated plan, and to me proved they were all a part of it. But after further looking into it, I'm pretty sure it was just another hoax the media blew up. What do you think, D?
I have to admit, when I first heard this story, I was very intrigued by it, only because all of the dots that were connecting back and forth, the then video, the fact that there was something shooting through the sky, the police officer saying that he saw something going through the sky, and then the video of the other officer asking other people if they had saw something else going through the sky. All of those things right there actually made me feel like the family might have been telling the truth. But the minute that I saw the video of the kid speaking about it, it itself didn't seem very truthful. It seemed like there was patches in his story, and the way that he was telling his story made it sound like he had already planned it all out. But what I found even crazier about this situation, besides everything that had connected at the moment, was the fact that not only was it plastered all over social media, but the news companies were covering the story. That right there was just bizarre, because normally these things would just stay on social media. But for some reason, they wanted to give this situation more light, put it on the front page for everyone to see. And I believe that the fact that the news pushed it so much that they could have been using this as another tactic to try to make people lose their faith in God. I only say this because so many people think that the existence of aliens would contradict God. And we can clearly see that the people who are ruling the world are pushing an agenda against God.
You know, I have to agree with you. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. I saw all the media companies reporting about this and talking about this and pushing this so heavily. On social media, it was going crazy. It was almost like the submarine situation. It was pretty much about the same amount of attention. That it makes you wonder why they were pushing this so much with very little evidence. There wasn't really much evidence. And okay, yes, the police officer claimed to have seen the sighting of it. And then also the other police officer went and spoke to the family and didn't label it a hoax. But he didn't really do a large investigation on the spot. He went around, looked around with his flashlight, and then called it a day. He went along his very way. So it was just not enough information to make it such a big story. But it shows that the media, every time that aliens are brought up, this is a story that's always ran. This is something that it might not be global news like this time. It might not be something that catches the whole internet's attention like it happened in this situation. But the media has always been pushing this alien agenda because they want people to believe in aliens. And I believe is exactly why you said, because if people believe in aliens, less people believe in God. You know, science largely tries to contradict God in many ways. And for example, one of the bases of science is the Big Bang Theory. And the Big Bang Theory goes completely against God. It's like trying to disprove God by saying that life just happened on its own and it wasn't by a divine creator. And I believe this alien agenda that's been being pushed so heavily is because of that. And like I've also said in the past, I find it interesting that Aleister Crowley, the biggest occultist in the world, a known Satanist, a person that claimed to have channeled the fallen angel, he drew the fallen angel he claimed to have channeled, and it looks exactly like an alien. It looks exactly what Hollywood depicts aliens and what the media depicts aliens. So I've always said that I believe that aliens are really just fallen angels. I've always felt that the elite have been using the alien agenda to make people believe that these fallen angels are really just aliens.
Yeah, I see your point. And this whole situation, I feel like goes to show how much we can be distracted by something that is happening on social media, how we cannot believe everything that we are seeing on social media, and it shows how the media outlets can manipulate the perspective of the masses.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. We see this time and time again. They spin any story whichever way they want, and that's what the people believe. That's what the people buy into. Because at the end of the day, they are the voice of the government in a way. They are the voice that many people take as the truth, you know? So when the media reports it, the news reports it, a lot of people go with it as fact and they don't ever really look into it. And that's what happened in this situation. Regarding Project Bluebeam, like I said, I thought that it could have been that at the beginning, because if we look at the hologram technology nowadays, it does appear like it's advancing at a rapid pace. And this is truly what Project Bluebeam was all about. It was about creating UFO sightings or the return of Christ using hologram technology, convincing people of either these two scenarios in order to manipulate them. And like I said at first, this is what it looked like to me. And I wonder what you guys think. You guys can let me know below. I must say that we're living in very strange times where lies with enough people repeating them could be considered truth. This is what seems to have happened in this situation. So many people promoted this story not knowing if it was true or not. We must remember not to believe everything we see on the internet, as it's often misinformation to confuse and distract us. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you guys have a great day.
I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truth Fish store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make goes directly to helping the channel and furthering Truth Records. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts below and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there for more truth. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.